Ayy, Brewski, I'm in my zone like a 2-3. Wood, sue me, urban gorilla, no Gucci. Yeah, the scriptures I be kicking like Bruce Lee. Check my precepts, raw than sushi. Summertime, so I stay in the cool B. On the corner throwing bumps like I'm Drew Brees. Yeah, tap out for your how we bringing them gas out. Cut a heathen cause he running his fat mouth. Off the dribble, I be balling like.
You don't believe in the Bible at all?
It's hard. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like
we can show you prophecies that happen to black Hispanics and Native Americans.
I've seen things in the Bible that have happened to people. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the same stories repeat over and over and over. But
so how is it not a real book? Like
it's not. I'm not saying that it's not real. It's just certain things in the Bible I have not seen fully
like
to my eyes.
Like what?
You feel me? Like,
can you give us a book? Can you give us an example?
We study the Bible. This is our book.
What, the book of Revelation, the book of Genesis. It's just certain things in my life, bro, that I have not seen.
Well, there's levels to read that. That's a deep book.
Yeah, I know, but it's certain things that I have not seen, and it's certain shit that I don't want to see, to be honest with you, bro. Like, it's certain shit in the Bible when I read about it, and they talked about when Christ's supposed to come back, and God, nigga, bring everybody to the rafters and shit, and he place you in his hands, and that's when you get your final judgment.
I mean, that's not how it works, though. It doesn't say that literally, but I know what you mean.
It don't say that literally, but I'm just telling you what I'm reading and how it's going in my hand. You
it's scary.
It is, but it's certain shit that, honestly, bro, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it until it's
Why
time.
not? How do you know you're on the right path to avoid that if you believe in that type of stuff? You know what I mean? Because obviously it scares you enough to say, oh, this is how it's going to happen.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you want to know how to avoid that particular conflict or judgment per se? Because that's what we believe what you're talking about, and we're not worried because we know we're on the right path. That's the difference. We read the same thing you read, we believe it, and we know how to avoid that because God told us how to do it.
We're actually looking forward to it.
Exactly.
Like it ain't something like, all right, like when I say like I'm scared, like I got a family. You feel me? I care about my family. So to see some shit like that to pop off and to know that I gotta like. Hold on, let me rephrase this. I got a family. To see that all this shit is coming, like this world he built for us. This is the world that I'm accustomed to, right? Mm-hmm. And for him to break everything down, I'm at my most humble. You feel me? And that's why I said that I'm scared, because no man on planet Earth put fear in me. But to finally But to finally see the person that has made me, the person that has saved my life in countless of opportunities where I could have died, for real. And nigga, the only way I survived is, nigga, bro. Nobody knows, because it was nobody around me when I was on that floor bleeding out. Nobody knows. The lady that came past, they didn't even get her fucking statement, nothing. So when it's shit like that, bro, it's just when you know
you had situations personally like, man, only God could have pulled me out of that.
Yeah, so it's like when it's shit like when it's shit like that, bro, like that's some shit like I want to see it, but at the same time I'm gonna be scared to see some shit like that. And it's not because of what I've done, because I've done good work. That's why I'm still here. That's why God got me still here.
How do you know you've done good work if you have your own spirituality? And especially if you call it Allah. Allah is not the name of the Bible.
I've basically been unselfish. You feel me? This like, bro, I can go down the street, bro. Money is nothing to me. Material things is nothing to me. I don't.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It's a means to an end.
I don't. You feel me? Like, bro, like I'm like one of the most selfless people, bro. I move off love, bro. The only time I ever been violent towards somebody is when I had to really defend my own life.
Absolutely.
Other thing than that, bro, that's how I know God for me. That's how I know
you got the spirit in you.
God is in me. You feel me? Because
you're the people of God.
I could walk down the street. It could be some dudes like him. You not to say like you for real, but it could be some dudes like you, hoodied up. You know he got it on him, all type of shit. But I could walk past. How you doing, my brother? And
that's what we do.
And guess what? People might see him. Oh, he's a demon. He's a devil child. You feel me? Because that's what people
that ain't gonna change saying what's up to him, though.
Yeah, no. It's not.
Trust me. We've had situations up here doing exactly what we're doing.
It's not. But God is so powerful. Sometimes He uses you to get to other people.
That's how it always works.
Because we vessels.
He's using us to get to you.
Yeah, we vessels. You feel me? But
everybody's not meant to be saved, though.
I feel
like. Give me that in 1 Peter.
I feel like if you don't.
2 Peter.
If you don't get saved now, you're gonna get saved later. Because
it talks about that in the Bible. But it depends on what you're talking about.
because it's eventually gonna come back.
No. Second Peter.
You gonna have to repent for your sins, man. You gotta
Second Peter,
repent.
where it says,
Even
the righteous is scarcely gonna be saved. Is it First Peter 3?
oh no, you good, buddy. Shit, if you wanna hop in on the conversation, shit, hop in.
Yeah, that's what I want.
1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
Judgment is going to begin at the house of God. Why? When you read the Bible, the people of God got a covenant, and they have to upkeep that covenant by keeping the law,
Can I ask
statutes,
you a
commandments.
question?
What's that?
Where is the house of God?
The people of God.
So
People that represent God.
So that means earth. Earth is the house of God.
I mean, it's talking about the people first.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
It's talking about the people of God.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but
Because the house
people-
is just a
people-
physical building per se.
Yeah.
It's talking about the people of God. That's what it's talking about. 'Cause- what's that? Nah, we don't have an extra Bible. Read that.
For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us,
Read.
what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
Read.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved,
The righteous scarcely be saved. Read.
where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
So if you're on the up and up, being righteous, like you said before, doing good deeds, doing the works of God, being good to your neighbor, as they say, loving people,
Yeah, you got
it says you're still barely going to make it.
Yeah.
So how do you know you're on that path?
And that's fine.
No, but how do you know you're on that path?
No, I know I'm on that path because when it comes to when I talk to my conscience, you feel me? Because in that same Bible, it says that we are 3/4 of a what? 3/4 of a God.
No, that's talking about, no, it doesn't.
it's
Give me that Psalm 82. It doesn't say that. It don't say nothing like that. Yeah, that's the Constitution. You're talking about the Constitution.
No,
Three-fifths of
that's
man.
3/5 of a. That's 3/5
It don't
of a
say that in the
human.
Bible, sir. It says we're above all people in the Bible. It doesn't say nothing about half a man. None of that.
It said there's something that say
82 and 6.
you're like God.
It does. I'm gonna read that.
Yeah, and that's 3/4, right?
No. How you 3/4? You're a man still. Read.
You are like God.
Now this is Psalms
But
82
then
and
God,
6.
but didn't God make me in
I
His
have
image?
said, ye are gods,
You are gods. Read.
and all of you are children of the Most High.
Uh-huh.
But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes.
Yeah. How are we like gods? We rule over certain things. We're like the Levites are priests. Those are gods. You know what I mean? It's not talking about a literal deity, spiritual deity. No, but it's talking about your rulership, your power on the earth. Just how you turn on TV, or you walk through a mall, you might see a celebrity. People gonna mob around a celebrity. That's a god on earth.
I wouldn't say that.
Of course it is. They have power over people. Hey, I'm having a concert in a month from now. That concert gonna be sold out, 100,000 seats.
So the devil is a god. He got power.
The
over
devil is a
people.
god. Of course it is. Give me 2 Corinthians 4 and 4.
So therefore,
But
right?
you're misinterpreting the word God, though.
Yeah,
You think
but
God
not-
just means something that's, spiritual. No.
Yeah, but
God-
look, right? But look, the same way you
Give
just
me
said
Exodus
those
4,
people
or
are
Exodus
God, so
7.
why can't I be a God then?
I didn't say you couldn't
If
be a
you
God.
say they're a God because they have power over
71.
people, right? But me believing in myself and believing that I am a God because I am a child of God, right? So if I'm a child of God, that means I am a God. I have to be a God.
I didn't say
But,
you weren't a God.
Yeah.
You said you were a God before we even started this conversation,
Yeah,
right? And I agree.
yeah.
I didn't say nothing about that because I agree.
Yeah, but you just said in the same sentence.
I'm saying we're not deities, though. That's what I'm saying. We're not deities like the God in heaven. We're not deities. You know what I mean? We're gods in reference to our power on the earth. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're not a God. I'm saying you're not a deity. You know what I mean? Read that.
Now this is 2 Corinthians 4 and 4, in whom the God of this world.
Who's the God of this world? Keep reading.
There's only one God.
God.
Go ahead.
In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is in the image of God, should shine onto them.
The God of this world is Satan, right?
Yeah.
And does Satan influence people on the earth?
Yeah.
Who does he influence?
Shit.
He influences everybody, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a
If you-
murderer,
if
like a
you
rapist,
think-
or
shit,
child
drug-
molester,
drug-
pedophile.
Shit, people,
People
everybody.
exactly, people that do drugs and they bug out of their
I
mind.
feel like anytime you think wrong, that's Satan playing.
Well,
He's trying to play on
I can
you.
agree with that. I can agree with that.
Anytime
we
you
do
think
have.
bad thoughts,
Cause-
he's Satan playing on you.
Where you at? Hold on. And that's what I agree with that because we're still in our flesh. You know what I mean? We're not perfect yet, and that's
Oh,
what the
yeah.
Bible says.
Oh yeah, I don't feel like nobody perfect, but at least if you try, like not to try to be perfect, but I feel like as long as you trying,
I agree, and that's what we're doing today.
I feel like he.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why it says
God gonna mess with you because he gonna be like you've been trying.
Exactly. You have the spirit and the mindset,
and then you got faith. Like as long as you don't lose your faith in Him,
that's what I'm saying.
You can't go wrong.
And it's not Allah. That's what I'm saying. It's Yahweh. Yahweh's his name.
It's all good, man. God, you was always in the eyes of the beholder, man. You always got.
Allah. First of all, Allah's a moon guy first and foremost. We can get that later. I'm gonna bring out the information on that. Read.
So this is the words of Christ. Matthew 5:48. Be ye there perfect as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
So it says we're supposed to be perfect. Perfect doesn't mean you don't slip and stumble and might curse somebody out or slap somebody. It's about being balanced for the most part, not doing negative things on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
we're still in our flesh, like I said.
But we born into a world full of sin. How can we?
Are you supposed to sin though?
No. We not supposed to. But look,
exactly.
right. We born into a world of sin where people that don't know, right? Like I didn't know before, but I had to find out to know. And when you live in a regular life, you don't understand how much you sin. You know what I'm saying? The little lies we tell, the little stuff we hide from people, the untruthfulness, backstabbing.
But what stops you from doing that?
Huh?
What stops you from doing that?
Well, honestly, I don't really, like, my traits is more of, like, I'm too honest. Like, you feel me? Like,
that's in your natural spirit, though.
Yeah, but...
that's how you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to lie to your fellow brother.
Yeah, but
that's a law. That's a law of God, though.
Yeah,
but that's natural to you.
When you look at how everybody grow up to respect your elders and stuff like that, like, for me, it wasn't necessarily always of what everything in the Bible was because...
Give me that in Romans.
They say, because, when I got read the commandments, you telling me thou should not kill.
Yeah, of course.
Right? But then...
Thou should not murder, yeah. Killing is different from murder.
Yeah, but then again, when I read through the Bible, it's always...
It's killing in the Bible.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
But it's not murder, though. Murder is something that you kill somebody for no reason.
An unlawful murder.
Unlawful killing.
Jesus was unlawful.
He was unlawfully murdered.
Yeah, he was unlawfully murdered.
But it was already prophesied it had to happen for the sins of the people.
Yeah, but it was unlawful.
But he was supposed to die, and he understood that, right? You read that? You read that part?
Yeah, no, I understand.
And he was supposed to do. He offered himself up as well. Where you at? Two and you know what I'm saying? A law to himself.
His disciples also died too for believing the same thing he believed in. You feel me?
Why though? Because the people that didn't want that to be pushed to the masses.
Yes.
When it's all in all actuality, God wanted that for the people, and that goes back thousands of years. And that's why we're distraught today in America, black and Hispanic people. We're all the same people. We all do the same thing. Gang banging, drug selling, murdering people.
But also at the same time,
pimping and pandering.
Yeah, but people also got put into those roles too. That's what we
I
got to
agree.
understand about
I agree with that 100%.
the simulation that we in. Because
I mean, you can call it a simulation.
No.
I believe.
No.
I don't believe in free will. We don't believe in free will up here.
Well, I feel like they kind of got us like on a hamster wheel in a way because.
What do you mean?
Because look, right? They, like you said, black people, Mexican people, Asian people. Some people they work in their little restaurants. Some people work on the block. Some people do crime. All this stuff, right? But guess what? Why are you doing these things? You wouldn't. A person like that's a drug dealer wouldn't have no drugs to sell if they didn't bring the drugs over here.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Who made all this stuff and brought it up over here? It wouldn't be no drugs to sell if y'all didn't bring it up over here. The white man, the same person.
Devil the Bible speaks of.
The same person that will lock you up is the same person that's bringing the shit up over here.
Putting guns and drugs.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it calls the white man the devil of the Bible. We can get that as well. Where you at?
Oh yeah.
You know what I want?
Sure,
I'm gonna touch on what you just said. It's powerful though, because you say you didn't necessarily go into the Bible and do these things because of the Bible said it, right? Like being honest and loving people and saying yourself to people that might be quote unquote murderers or whatever.
Yeah, but that's just something that's in me. Like,
and that's my point. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read that right now.
A book wouldn't have to tell me to.
And that's my point. I'm not saying you're wrong for doing it. I'm saying the Bible mentions that particular characteristic. Go ahead.
This is Romans 2:14. For when the Gentiles which have not the law do by nature the things contained in the law.
You're quote unquote Gentile in the mind because you don't know about the laws of God. But you're naturally doing it in your own spirit because that's how you are. You know what I mean? That's what it says. You're doing it by nature, naturally.
Yeah.
Like my brother doesn't like shrimp. He didn't read that in the Bible. But guess what? It says that in the Bible still. You're not supposed to eat shrimp. He does it automatically because he just
Yeah, because shrimp is a cockroach, basically.
Exactly. Do you eat shrimp?
Nah.
And
Well, because I learned it's a cockroach. So
Exactly.
it's like, shit, nigga, I don't eat roaches.
Exactly. But then we couple that with the Bible, the laws of God. You're not supposed to do that, but you're doing it naturally. That's what I'm going into right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves.
You're a law unto yourself. Why you're doing it automatically without even reading the Bible, without even reading the laws of God, where it says you're not supposed to eat shellfish or lobster, crab, mussels.
Damn, no lobster?
Hell no.
Oh,
Bro, we just went into this like a couple weeks ago. You like lobster?
Huh?
Lobster's damn near the same thing.
Damn.
You know they used to feed lobsters to prisoners back in the day?
Damn, man. Lobster kind of good, man. Damn.
Lobster's the same thing, though.
I mean,
It's a crustacean. It's a crustacean.
Hey, good one, good one. I be getting the big fat one with the meaty core.
Nasty. That's disgusting, brother.
Oh, yeah,
That's
bro.
the same thing as a
Damn.
crab. You eat crab too?
Huh?
You eat crab?
Yeah.
That's an abomination.
Ah, damn. Yeah,
Because back, what was this, like the early 1800s, 1900s?
Yeah, let's go.
Lobsters used to wash up on the seashore, and poor people used to go up there and eat it for free. And the people that were like had money, like, oh, look at these poor people doing it. And then somebody had an idea, oh, we can get these lobsters too and sell it. That's why it became a delicacy. They used to feed that to prisoners because they used to wash up on the shore.
And there was a law that they couldn't even feed them. They couldn't even feed prisoners lobster more than 3 times a week. That's how disgusting the animal is.
Oh,
They made a law.
damn.
They made it a law that you can't even feed the prisoners lobster 3 times a week.
Yeah, because that's
So-
poor people food according to the rich
So
people.
you
at one
can
point.
only eat fish?
We eat fish with fins and scales like the Bible says.
Yeah. Nah,
We don't eat catfish. We don't eat.
Oh!
You eat catfish?
Come on, brother.
You eat catfish too?
Hell yeah, man.
Why? Those are the water's garbage disposal.
Oh, man.
Where you from? You from out here?
Yeah, I'm from East Oakland, man, but my people from, they from the
Louisiana.
South.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I got my great grandpa, he from Arkansas, and then my mom's dad, he from Mississippi.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that was slave foods back in the day.
Yeah.
The pig and intestines and all that garbage.
Oh,
Bro,
chitlins and shit.
Yeah, you eat that?
No, I don't. I don't like the smell.
But here's the thing: catfish should eat anything, just like a pig on land. It's the pig of the water. You'll find cut open a catfish. You'll find anything in a catfish.
I love meat, man. I love some
Sir,
deep fried catfish.
catfish is an abomination. Give me that next. Go ahead.
I love.
So this is out of the seafood university, right? Lobster from prison food to a modern delicacy. That expensive lobster dinner that you're about to enjoy was once a staple prison food, or known as a poor man's fish. So how did it become such a luxurious staple worldwide culture? And when exactly did this fishy prison food become such an expensive cuisine in America? It's shocking to believe that once lobsters was regarded as a trashy type of meal,
Trashy type of meal. Read.
and it was only served to lower class citizens and prisoners and inmates. You sure won't find lobster in prison dining these days, right? Okay. When did lobster become a delicacy? Before lobster was a gourmet dish, there was a Civil War era. In order to get food rations to soldiers, canned
Hey, I'm holler at y'all, man.
There was
Good
a
talking to
brother?
y'all.
You live in East Oakland still, or
Oh,
what?
no. I live out here.
Okay, we out here every Saturday, brother. You want a
Oh, yeah.
dialogue?
No,
You
it's
got a
all-
flyer?
Yeah, I got one. I put it in my backpack.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
on
holler at
YouTube.
y'all.
We out here every Saturday, brother. You want a dialogue? Talk about whatever.
Nah,
we
I
give you some more
got
information.
It's all good. I got these tights on. You know what's going on.
It's all good, brother. We out here every Saturday, 3 o'clock.
Hey, man, keep going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Repent, brother. Stop calling on Allah. Read.
At the time, the lobsters were absolute beasts, sometimes weighing up to 40 pounds or more. It was quick and easy to feed hundreds of prisoners. They were a cheap source of proteins and calories. Lobsters were used for many purposes. Native Americans used the meat to fertilize the crops as well as bait their fishing hooks.
So Native Americans already knew because obviously they're the Israelites.
Nasty, bro. Our brothers knew that you don't eat that trash, bro.
They used to fertilize their crops and reel in real fish to eat. That's what they use lobster meat for. Not spread butter on it and damn lemon and eating like it's a damn delicacy. That's madness. Read.
They were used to feed the poor, slaves, children, and prisoners, and all because the lobsters washed the shore in such copious amounts.
there was so much lobsters across the Washington shore, they had to take advantage of it. Like, man, we got to get a free meal out of this, feed the slaves and the prisoners and the low-class degenerates of the earth. That's what they did.
Someone had a bright idea. Someone had a bright idea to make it into a delicacy.
And now they charge you $50 for a lobster. Madness. And that dude's all into the abominations. He don't eat shrimp because he knows it's a cockroach, but guess what? The crab is damn near the same thing. Has an exoskeleton just like a lobster.
Like
Soft shell, you can just crack it open just like a shrimp.
The scorpion of the sea, bro. Like,
Exactly. There's no difference between the crab, lobster, shrimp, any of that stuff. It's all the same thing, an abomination of God. Give me that real quick, and I'll give it back to Zach.
Now this is Leviticus 11 and 9.
Uh-huh.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins nor scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall even be abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcasses in abomination.
Their carcasses in abomination. Once they die, you're not supposed to eat them. You're not supposed to cook them. You're not supposed to put them in a damn pot and make gumbo. None of that garbage. That is ridiculous. But guess what? Our people, there's no offense to that brother. He was pretty sharp for the most part, outside of the nonsense he said earlier. But he had some spiritual sense, if you want to call it that. And I can appreciate that brother. He actually is not, quote unquote, caught up in the matrix, if you want to call it that. But he had some pseudo information that he hearkens to. He didn't know what Allah was about, but you know, he didn't want to admit to being in the Quran, but whatever. He said read about it more, that's what most people are into, whatever the case may be. But ultimately, the brother learned something before he left about the abominable foods that he's into. Lord willing, that brother comes back and repents from that nonsense, and obviously stops eating that abominable delicacy that they call it, you know what I mean? That was a good brother, man. I appreciate that brother. But guess what? He was off at a lot of different things. And he was trying to not stand on what he was saying before. That's why I was trying to get him to understand, like, bro, you're trying to say you believe in spirituality, but then you say you believe in Allah. So of course you have to harp on the Quran. We didn't get to the Quran, but we can dissect the Quran any day of the week. He didn't want to stand on that, so we didn't want to attack that. It's not a problem. But guess what? That brother was keeping the law unto himself by doing certain characteristics, loving his people. I don't know why he said something about Asians being like us, but no. There's an Asian restaurant right there. Like, they run everything. There's a couple of Mexican restaurants out here, but they don't own it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the Asian man owns his restaurant. But you have something? You have something? Give me the last one. I'm gonna close out. I'll give it to Zuck, and he can finish his lesson. Time. 6? Oh yeah, we got some round. Sirach. Go ahead.
Sirach 23 and 27. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of Yahweh, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of Yahweh.
Read.
It is great glory to follow Yahweh, and to be received of him is long life.
Yeah, that was kind of where the brother was at in his mind. He read Revelation, got spooked, but he didn't want to go into it no more. Why wouldn't you? You're supposed to inquire about the Most High, inquire about the laws of God. And if he would have got more insight from us, per se, about the prophecy, things like that, how we fit the prophecies, and what is going to happen in the future, that would probably drew him more closer and not be afraid. Even though we can say he's afraid of God, but he's not afraid of God in the right way. You know what I mean? He don't fear God enough to obey God. You know what I mean? Obviously, as a spirit, he's an Israelite. Of course, all Israelites, just in general, without knowing the Bible, most of us are naturally loving and caring and things like that. You know what I mean? And God preserved him, like he said, he was bleeding on the floor, whatever happened. Most High preserved him from to come and hear this word today, even though we didn't necessarily go into the details. But ultimately, like I said, he got another spark and invigoration. They say he likes to talk about this everything. But the main thing I want to talk about in this verse, in reference to the brother that we talked to, he doesn't fear God in a proper fashion. He doesn't know enough, because he said we're in a sinful world. But guess what? If you don't know what sin is, of course you're going to sin naturally. You know what I mean? And he said he doesn't necessarily beat up people or kill people unless he has to defend himself. This is what we teach. We hate people all throughout the earth, but we're not acting upon it. You know what I mean? We're going to defend ourselves, though. We're going to defend our people, defend our families. That brother got to get more spiritual insight on the Word of God, the book of his ancestors. You know what I mean? That way he can be received of long life by following the commandments and having the faith. You know what I mean? And that's just simple enough. What's going on, bro? You had a question or something? All right, man. But anyways, with that, we gonna close out. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Sheki, Say Shalom.